uppercut, uppercut, sonic boom!
G'day Grubs, today we are going to be talking about the DSR. I've had some people ask me why I always run this sniper rifle instead of say the M24 or the Kar98. I've even had a really good question on the last stream I was in. I can't remember who that was from. Oh, I'm just not certain, but it was on a super chat and I'm so sorry. I should go back and look. And it was, would you rather run the DSR or the AWM? And the reason, was it Macca? It was one of you Grubs. And the reason that I want to run through the DSR is because I think it's such an incredible weapon that I see used far too infrequently in the game, especially on Erangel. When I play Erangel, most people just don't run it, and it baffles me. There's a few big reasons for it. The further the game goes on, the crazier this sniper rifle is. Because if there is one thing the DSR does, is drop huge sweaty wads of damage on bad boys. And when you get late game, that can be very disheartening. When people are running out of vests, when they can't get access to a helmet, when they're stuck outside the circle, all that stuff's wild. Now, damage is great, but there's special things that the DSR can do that other sniper rifles can't. Like, did you see that? I'll rewind it and slow it down. I knocked two people out of the car with an AUG. I'm going to hit the first guy in the ass, and then that's going to go through and hit the man behind for half damage. Half damage into a headshot with a DSR is a lot. The DSR's half damage number is 110 into a no helmet target. And sniper rifles are the only things that can shoot through targets and do damage to the target behind. Every time you hit a target behind, it does half the damage it would do normally, because obviously it's passing through another target. But that's not the only reason I really picked the DSR. The number one reason is obviously that I love to snipe, and the DSR offers access to a well-dropped sniper rifle that is capable of clearing level 3 helmets when you put a barrel extender on it. Now, that might not sound like a big deal, but as I mentioned, watch these shots late game, right? That's a body shot. That's a body shot clearing, right? And then there's a fella running down the edge of this hill here. All we can see is the very tip of his level 3 helmet. That'll do it. That's absolutely incredibly clutch. These guys are trying to get away in a vehicle. All good. I'll hit a headshot. Level 3 helmet. Ta-ta. Thanks very much for playing. And that's what the DSR does. The DSR dominates via level 3 helmet clearing. And there are so many people who run M416s who do you huge favors by trying to spray down a DSR sniper, thinking that it's just another M416 player. If you hard peek with a level 3 helmet and a spot where you know a target is going to pop up and you have a barrel extender on a DSR, they're going to get wrecked because they can't help themselves. They've got that M4, they're like, bro, I've put hours in on the range. I'm a spray machine. Let's do it. See that guy? He came out of the car. It wasn't because I knocked him. It's because I did so much damage with the DSR that the blue chewed through that last little bit of love that he had going for him. This is deep blue fighting. I don't advise it. It's not a lot of fun. We're 1,100 meters behind the circle. But this is when you're hitting people so hard. Like a DSR into a level 1 vest will do 80 damage, 79.8. A DSR into a level 3 vest will do 51.3. So if you're chunking blue, then the DSR is your worst enemy. There's some other stuff that really doesn't get mentioned enough about guns like the DSR. If you're looking at a Kar98K, for instance, the old school standard sniper rifle, you're looking at 789 meters a second worth of bullet speed. Now, the theory here is, because it's a bolt action rifle, there's no benefit really in terms of accuracy to just putting your reticle on top of someone. There's no real recoil that matters. There's no horizontal versus vertical trade-off, what attachment you're going to run. It all comes down to bullet speed. Now, not only is the DSR faster in terms of bullet speed than a Kar98, It's like faster by an order of magnitude. 789 meters a second versus 937 for an AWN versus 943 for a DSR. So you're looking at about 250 meters a second faster in terms of bullet speed. And that means that when you get used to it, you will be able to hit targets so quickly that are moving fast. It's one of the reasons why I run this all the time, because if you're trying to clear targets that are actually in cars, then the DSR is the best thing to be using for that, unless you're talking about an AMR. And I mean, AMR is great, but we just don't have enough rounds to really run an AMR. You're really going to have to play Rondo though, because look, a lot of this comes down to map selection. When you're playing a game on a map like Rondo, there's not a lot of grass. Everyone, late game, you've got 20, 30 people in small circles. Everyone is trying to rotate in. And if you want to get to a target or move, you need a knock, right? And if you don't get the knock, then you can't really rotate. Having a DSR player on your team who can hit a sniper shot through a tiny little window like that into the back end of a compound where someone's behind a wall and they don't even realize they're a target, it then allows you to move forward. And when you can't just lie down in the grass to be safe, that's invaluable. It will win you games having someone that's a good DSR player and can hit shots like this. It's an absolute banger of a gun. And it's a gun that doesn't just rely on headshots. It's a gun that has incredible bullet speed and a gun that can clear level 3 helmets. And we haven't even got to the real kicker here. It also has a double magazine. The Dragunov is just about a semi-auto. I mean, you have 2 5-round magazines, right? When you finish them, there is a small gap between the reload. So basically you'll run 5 rounds, there's a tiny gap, and then you run another 5 rounds. If you run an extended quick draw magazine for sniper, you get 7 rounds, you lessen that reload gap, and you can run 14 rounds overall without reloading. 14 rounds on one sniper rifle. Here, this is a great example of what the DSR can do with the nearly 950 meters a second bullet speed that it possesses. There is a guy who is rolling in here to revive the guy I just knocked, and he's on a horse. Ready? That is a very, very hard shot to make with a sniper rifle. And if you're doing that with a Kar 98K, you're going to be really struggling, because the further ahead you have to predict where someone is going to be, the harder it is to make sure that they're not moving from that trajectory while you're making the shot. It just stands to reason that when you only have a small margin for hitting people, that the quicker the bullet gets there, the better. Now, I'll tell you why I'm making this video, the real truth of it. And this may surprise some of you, but it won't surprise the guys I play with. I am a YouTuber. I need to make videos about different weapons, okay? I am top 20 on the global leaderboards for the DSR, and I'm not sweating it. I just run this. I don't run around with it in my hand to get more damage or more time on the gun so that I get better, like, ranking combat power-wise or any of that kind of stuff. I just naturally use this particular gun so much that I'm top 20 on the global leaderboards with it. And I need to stop using it because, guys, I use this gun so much that I don't get enough footage of other weapons like the SKS or the Mini 14 or the M24 or the Kar 98K. Poor old Mosin Nagant gets used about once every 3 months, right? So I need to make this DSR video just so that I have enough. Oh, look, this is a beautiful sniping move. See that? The window switch, the peek one way, peek the other. Only needed a second, getting it out at the right height. That's what sniping's all about for me. It's the finesse game. You got to love it. So this is basically my way of being productive. I make this video, I'm going to be grand. And it's also a gun that, because of that kind of damage you do, 2 body shots with a DSR and they're generally going home. Like, this is the first time I ever ran the gun on Erangel. When I first made my first DSR video, I was like, wow, I hit that guy twice? What's the damage on this thing? It's massive. But Dragunov is an absolute monster. And I can't stress enough how you need to start getting good with this weapon. It is time and time again the gun that has saved me and my squad from poor situations. It will help you rotate. It will get you knocks that are absolutely critical. And it will take people's armor apart. If you play against M416 players, a lot of them don't understand that when you're sniping and they get into a fight with someone with a bolt-action rifle, if they get hit in the head, it nearly clears their level 3 helmet, right? If they get hit just once in the head, it just about ruins their level 3 helmet. The fact that you can do it to their vests as well, late game, makes the next gunfight you have to take with that squad to win the game an absolute cakewalk. Because while they might have an S12K, you've only got to hit them like twice with an AK and suddenly they're wrecked. The DSR is a gun you need to run, you should be running, and if you want to start playing bolties, play Rondo and run this thing. It is everywhere on the map. There's lots of loot. The gameplay is way more tactical than Erangel. You get fiddlesticks, you get emergency airdrops, you get all kinds of crazy things. You get to dig trenches with your grenades. Come join us on Rondo and forget about all the bad stuff in the long grass. I'm Bushka. Look after yourselves. Stay safe on the battlefield. And remember to like and subscribe. As always, bye for now.
No, I haven't really got anything to shoot at. There's just
They're
people.
done. They're done.
Good shot.
He's behind there. There's a car coming to get him now. There's one out of the car.